that our bottlenose dolphins call home up here at the Dolphin Theater, you're going to see they're all interconnected by these underwater doorways. So as those underwater doorways open, we are going to be greeted by 6 of our male bottlenose dolphins in this pod. So first things first, we are going to go down the line and introduce all of our different dolphins. So on the far left over with Emmanuel, this is Scott and Brig. Front and center here with Luke, this is Jackson and Clyde. And over here on the far right with Ben, this is Hutch and Marble. Now, as I was saying here at SeaWorld Orlando, we do a variety of different sessions with all of our animals, whether they are a 5,000-pound killer whale, a 500-pound dolphin, or a 5-pound otter. Every single animal here receives lots of positive reinforcement training in a variety of different ways. Now, one of the training sessions that we do that's arguably the most important reason as to why we train our animals the way that we do is for something called husbandry. And basically what that means is the different veterinary care behaviors that we might ask of our dolphins. All of our dolphins are trained to show us all parts of their body, and they're also trained on lots of different samples. So you can think of it like how when you would go to the doctor and you would present different things or different samples to them, it's the same deal for all of our animals here with our veterinary staff. So let's start on over here with Hutch and Marble. Hutch and Marble are just going to show Ben their backs or their dorsal side. So you can see Ben's able to give them some nice soft rub downs, but Ben is also taking a look all down that body. He can take a look at their dorsal fin, and he can even also show their ventral side or their belly side as well, and take a look all down those bodies and those pectoral flippers on their sides as well. Now, front and center here with Jackson and Clyde, we are going to take a look at their tail flukes. Now, tail flukes are the body part on a dolphin that is all the way down at the end of their body. So you can see that these guys are actually trained to show us their tail flukes. Now, this is a very, very important behavior because their tail flukes of a dolphin are actually where veterinarians retrieve blood samples from. So very, very similarly how you and I will go to the doctor and we might give them our arm. And they might do some touches and things like that to find a vein. It's the same deal for our dolphins with their tail flukes. So as you can see, Clyde and Jackson are both very comfortable in this position. Luke and I can do all sorts of different touches. We can even have our veterinary staff come on over and do touches and do rub downs. And we want them to be so incredibly comfortable in this position in case we ever need to get a blood sample on these dolphins. So that is incredible. Now lastly, over on the far side with Brig and Scott, Brig and Scott can also show us numerous different ways as to how we can look at their pectoral flippers. Now this is what we would call a lateral lineup, or they can also just call it a pec present. Now basically, as you can see, this is a little bit of a mimicry behavior. So all Emmanuel did was just lift up his left arm, and these guys are trained to basically mimic that with their pectoral flippers. Now you can go over the other side. This is also another great way for Emmanuel to be able to get a good look at their thighs, which is also very important as well. So as you can see, he has the opportunity to look all up and down their bodies, and they can also give a little bit of a hello too. Now, like I said, talking about all of the different training sessions that we do here at SeaWorld, that is a little bit of what I like to call husbandry session. Now, lots of other sessions can include learns or relationship building sessions, and another one is playtimes. Now, this is also a very, very important way for us to continue interacting with our animals. So as you can see, we can interact with them in a variety of different ways using all sorts of different kinds of enrichment. Now, enrichment is so incredibly important for all of our animals here at SeaWorld to participate in because this is ways that we can change up their day-to-day life. We never want anything to be routine. So enrichment allows us the opportunity to create lots of different variation and variability all throughout their day. Now, as you can see, enrichment can look a lot like this with lots of boat buoys We even have lots of other toys that these guys can interact with, such as basketballs, hula hoops, boomer balls, jolly balls, big old dolphin-sized Kongs as well. If you have a dog at home, you might be aware of what a Kong looks like. We can also have those for our dolphins as well. Now, as you can see, this is also a way for dolphins to engage in natural-like behaviors. They're able to take that toy or take their time. They can toss it around and even get very, very engaged with this. Now, you can see Brig, one of the dolphins out there right now, he's exhibiting lots of bound behaviors and very high-energy behaviors. Like I said, this is a time for them to be able to exhibit lots of natural-like behaviors as we interact in these play times. And this is so incredibly important, not only as you build a relationship as a trainer, but like I said, just to continuously build up and vary their day-to-day training sessions. Now, lots of different sessions look a little bit different depending upon which kind of session you might be doing. And here at SeaWorld, like I said, we operate on positive reinforcement training. And basically what that means is we want to continuously be able to highlight behaviors that we might like to see again. So we can ask our animals a variety of different questions. These guys are trained on up to hundreds of different behaviors, from all sorts of high energy exercise behaviors to those sedentary behaviors that you saw previously, to all sorts of interaction behaviors. And we operate on positive reinforcement training for all of those different behaviors. So with that being said, we also have days where we need to apply what's called an LRS. Just like how if you might have a dog or another animal at home, you might know that you might ask them a question and they're like, that's okay, I'd rather choose to do something else. If you have a child at home, you might also be aware of that too. And that's A-okay, because with positive reinforcement training, like I said, we are always wanting to highlight the positives in all of the different training sessions. So whenever we see something else, we're like, that's okay. We're gonna take an extra little second to themselves and help them out. And hopefully next time we can create a very positive life choice and be able to take the opportunity to reinforce them. Now, reinforcement is also an incredibly important thing. What you're seeing right now during this playtime is what we call a secondary type of reinforcement. So basically, this is a way that's actually trained reinforcement. Something like food or something natural that dolphins need as they live, of course, like food or water. Those are all things that would be considered primary reinforcement. Here, this is secondary reinforcement. Now, we hope that you guys have been enjoying this inside look here at SeaWorld Orlando and truly getting to see all of the different training sessions that we do here with our bottlenose dolphins. And like I said before, you guys are going to be able to see this and engage with this all throughout your day here at SeaWorld. And we thank you all so very much for being a part of this inside look, and we all hope that you enjoy this Dolphin Adventure presentation. So our dolphins are all going to say goodbye, but this is a see you soon.